is up, my fellow citizens? It's Gio here, and I'm glad that the anniversary sale is over because I didn't get a chance to participate in Black Friday or Cyber Monday because of the anniversary sale. So my damage was I finally got an 890 jump, which by the way went up in price. It used to be 600, then it was 890, went up to 890. That's pretty funny. 890 jump, $890. I got another because I got the 890 jump. That comes with an 85X in there already. I bought an extra one because that's one of my favorite snub nose ever since I seen it. I also got the Prowler. If you guys didn't know, I got the F7 Wildfire. I got the Avenger Titan Renegade, and I also have the Gladius. Well, I forgot which one they called that one. The Valiant, I think, is that one, and the Saber Common. So that was my damage for the anniversary sale, but I still want a Javelin and the Idris. Those are on my hit list. Once I get those, I am really, really complete. So I haven't been at work because I don't know. A lot of you guys don't know I have a herniated disc, so I've been out of work. But I got extra money all over the place. So lucky that I was able to get these ships. But did you guys get what ships you wanted? Please let me know below. But anyways, today's video is not about the anniversary sale, but I want to talk about this work schedule, or I should say release schedule, of what they're aiming for, what they're doing, and what their blockers are. I was very happy. Well, I was happy and sad at the same time because I know what's gonna happen. These scheduled dates are gonna get blown out of proportion. People who don't know a damn thing about development, or oh, you missed this date, and we're blah 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 blah. That's gonna happen. But I'm glad we get to see what they're working on, what's the blockers that's holding stuff up. Like now with 2.6, I'm thinking that the holiday stream, a couple months back was going to be for 3.0. And here we are, November 29th at the time of this recording, and there's still no 2.6. So, there were some major blockers. I went from going to CitizenCon hoping I came back in time at home to play 2.6 to I got back and it never released. So there were some major blockers in 2.6, and now this is going to be our big update throughout the year. But I knew 3.0 was going to be a bit of a reach because what was going on with 2.6 and how slow the process was going, and no one really knew. But now with this schedule out, showing us what's the process and what's going on, I really appreciate that. I know it's going to piss people off, and there's going to be so many concern thread posts and whining and hate coming for this, but it's probably one of the only games we'll see in a very long time, or maybe if ever again. I don't know if it ever happened, where they'll show you their internal and what they're trying to do with public schedules. I mean, you look now at something like Battlefield 1. The game came out in October, I think, or was it October or November, whatever. Yeah, it was October. It came out in October. They dropped an update, okay? And there's still bugs in this game that are ridiculous. Like, you get revived and you can't shoot. This game's been out for this long, launched with that bug, and it's still not fixed. At launch, the game did not come with hardcore. I mean, a lot of these companies are getting lazy. I bet you if we would have seen that internal, their schedule, I guarantee you those pre-orders and those sales would have went down the drain. No one has the balls to show their schedule like that at all. None of these AAA companies. Showing off mechanics and stuff that's in alpha. A lot of these companies would never, ever show that off because it's going to piss the stockholders off. They got to save stuff like that at E3 and all these big stupid shows that don't mean anything. Just show us what's being worked on. And that's another one of the things that I love about this project so much, is the transparency and us being a part of the project, saying that we don't like something instead of wait until launch and then everyone, bitches. Because you look at something like the animation they had for the scanner, everyone was making fun of it, like, oh yeah, it's the Tiger Wood golf, or the NFL Madden kick thingamabobber, whatever. Everyone didn't. Well, a lot of people, I would say, didn't like that. And they're making changes. They're changing it up. It's not going to be like that. That was just something in alpha, and they're going to improve on. But for them to hear our voice on it now instead of when the game launches, it's stuff like that that makes this project so special. And getting these bugs out now, having Evo Kadi in the alpha, and getting our feedback, fix this stuff now, so we don't have a broken ass game at launch. It's fun. I'm glad there's this process in there. Even though I don't have enough time to find the bugs myself, a lot of people in the community are dedicated to finding that. So you have a QA team on top of the community. So a lot of games don't get that luxury. They have a QA team, and it's almost impossible, for a small QA team like that to even find every bug in an MMO or multiplayer game. Single player, maybe. A multiplayer game, there's so many different kind of exploits and all kinds of other stuff like that you have to go through, and you need a large number of people to test it and see if it breaks or not. And sometimes you need a lot of people to test a different feature or gameplay mechanic, like trading in the market. You're going to need a lot of people. You can't have a little small QA team. You need the player base to see how it plays, so in the full game you can get it right. See, a lot of games do not have that luxury and cannot do that. With this, we are going to do that, and I hope we get it right, so when the full game comes out, we have one of the best MMOs out there. Also, the devs come in and interact with us on streams, commenting on videos, just getting to go to the office tour. I got to go there and see them in person. So awesome. A lot of games you don't even get to see that at all. It's like freaking Area 51 projects, but I got to see something I can't really say because it's NDA stuff, but just a simple thing that you would think, oh, you could do that and shouldn't take that long to get finished in a day. No, it took a couple of days, something very simple, okay? And I got to see that getting worked on. It was so amazing, it was like a once in a lifetime thing for me, because ain't no telling when the next time I'm gonna see a studio do something like that. And it was just so cool to ask questions about it and see how it functions in games. And when I do see it in the game, when I actually do it, I'm gonna look at them like, wow, I really respect that, because I remember seeing that get done. It's just real cool stuff like that. And giving the devs enough time to, work those bugs out, to get an animation or whatever it is right. A lot of the time these guys get cracked with the whip, like mush, mush, go, go, work, 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 and rush. Like we seen the video before CitizenCon, that is crunch time. And a lot of people are like, wow, I feel real bad for harping on them and blah, blah, blah. That's what goes on. Guys are working 80-hour weeks, 70-hour weeks. I mean, you look at some big studio head figure like Amy Hennigan, I think her name is. She worked on the Uncharted series. I probably butchered her name. But, here's a studio, with Sony, a big-time studio. This isn't no small fry. They did Uncharted, Jack and Daxter. And, she says they have to do, like, mandatory, like, 80 hours, no time with their family, but stuff like that. When she said it, it didn't get magnified 100 times. Only if she would have worked at, the Star Citizen studio, that would have been magnified 1,000 times. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But, these guys, I got to witness them, hang out with us. We partied, and then right afterwards, they go to the studio on their own free time to work on this game. That's how passionate, they were working on this game. And that's why I continue to donate and help fund this game. I don't need another damn ship. It's allowing these guys to do what's not being done now. I don't need another ship. I don't need to spend another dime. I can't even, I got a fleet now. I look at it now like, man, what the hell am I going to do with all these ships? I'm going to just open a ship renting service or something like that. Damn. But I'm really just helping the studio and them get the vision right and give them the time they need. I don't want to see them rush like that again, even though there needs to be deadlines, certain deadlines, and certain stuff needs to get hit in a certain amount of time, not just, all willy-nilly, playing your ass and not get it done. There does need to be certain deadlines, but you don't need to get whipped and butchered. Oh, we got to get it, Q4 holiday season release. I mean, look at all the games that came out now. Too many games. Everyone wants to rush for that Christmas and Black Friday crap. Everyone wants to rush and get their game out. We don't have to worry about that. I know sometimes we get a little antsy and we want the game now too. I get like that too. I get a little bummed out. Like this 2.6, I was a bit upset seeing how long it took. If anything, 3.0, I would have been a little more understandable. Would have took a little longer, but 2.6 should have been here. But seeing the blockers and just hearing the team. Like I listened to a Tony Z town hall today, and man, every time I listen to Tony Z talk about the project and the ideals he has for NPCs, I mean, it just reminded me again of why I'm so patient and why I'm happy to donate to this project and let these guys do what they do, because it's going to be something that if they nail it the right way, which I 100% believe they can, of what they're going to do with the NPCs and the economy and the world, make them alive, it's going to be one of the best games I have ever played in a very long time, or maybe even ever, because we allowed them to do this and we have the funds to push this game and expose the industry, the gaming industry, and maybe these guys could step their game up and learn a thing or two from the CIG team. But that is all for today, guys. I hope you guys have a blessed, awesome day. Are you guys antsy? Are you happy and patient? You guys like the progress? Let me know, and also let me know what you got on the anniversary. But you guys have a blessed day. And one more thing, Star Citizen for life.